All right, guys, so I'll start with the advanced stuff. This advanced rhythm we're working on, sort of like a drum and bass rhythm, but a little different. Full speed sounds like this. And sometimes we add etc., etc. So that groove is bird, thumb, bird, slap, bird, thumb, bird, slap, with all heels and toes in between. Pa, 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 pa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And the key there is that the second set of ba, 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 bum comes after the 1. So boom, 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 ba. 4, 1, boom, 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 ba. Boom, 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 ba. 4, 1, boom, 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 ba. Ba, 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 boom, 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 ba. 4, 1, boom, 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 ba. Ba, ba, boom, boom. And that last little variation lands right on the fourth beat of the second measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, ba, boom, boom, boom. And we're muting there. So nice and slow. And this is a modern technique rhythm, which means that your left hand is never going to stop. So I'm not mentioning the toes and heels, because the toes and heels just fall where they fall. So speaking of modern technique, intermediate, beginner guys, we talked about that a lot at the last class, about this idea of the constant turning, which is a way of playing the pandeiro that we're not going to do all the time, but it is very useful for opening up a lot of different rhythms. But the key with that is we need to be able to get a tone in this direction when we turn, and a tone in this direction. And the tone in this direction is obvious because that's your thumb. But it's hard to get a thumb when you're turning this way, which is where the middle finger, what we call the bird, comes in. The bird, and that's sort of like the idea that you're pecking at it like a bird, is one interpretation of why we call it that. All right, and so it's like I'm coming in and I'm kind of like, and again, right around this area here, kind of pecking at it. It's harder with the drum that has a plastic head, but you can definitely get the sound there. So learning to get tones in both of those positions is going to open up a bunch of stuff for you guys. Plenty of ways you can practice that beyond just doing that, over and over. Bird, heel, bird, heel, bird, heel, bird, heel. I encourage alternating so that you can get used to the difference between a bird and a toe, because otherwise you end up getting a lot of birds or a lot of toes where you don't want them. So bird, heel, toe, heel, bird, heel, toe, and trying to turn with your left hand while you do that. Really useful exercise. You can do 2 in a row, bird, bird, toe, toe, kind of whatever you want. But I think it's good to alternate because you're going to have to do that a lot when you're playing fast. And the basic rhythm I had you guys working on incorporating that bird was that same bayao that you were working on previously, which is the thumb, toe, heel, slap, heel, thumb. That's a traditional way to play that, but that's not using the modern technique because you're not using the note up here. So modern technique, instead of starting on your thumb, you'd start here and you would do bird, heel, toe, thumb, toe, heel, slap, heel, bird, heel, toe, toe, heel. And notice my left hand is constant. I don't ever stop turning. Bird, heel, toe, thumb, toe, heel, slap, heel. Bird, heel, toe, thumb. Same rhythm, right? Boom, boom, bop, boom, boom, bop, boom, boom, bop, boom, boom. So bayao traditional with all thumbs. Thumb, toe, heel, slap, heel. now with modern technique. I'll switch between the two. Modern, traditional. Modern. Traditional. Modern. In terms of why you do one versus the other, it's kind of it's finding a balance, because traditional technique, when you're using all thumbs, you're going to get a better tone because you're just going to get a stronger tone with the thumb has more surface area. You get a better tone than with the bird. But by having to stop the left hand periodically, you lose some flow out of that. So having the constant turning actually makes playing it at a faster tempo a little bit easier. But you're not going to get that same nice whole tone as well from the thumb. So it's really a preferential thing. I do think that for now, it's important for you guys to really practice the modern technique bird, because we're going to use that note, especially in a ton of rhythms that we play. All right, let me know if there are questions, and good luck with all of that.